Hello, in this video, I will tell you how to work on the color layer part of the Sculpt Pro Pie add-on. First of all, we come to the main part here. As you can see, the color layer part is empty and we are in the solid mode. When you start painting from here, the painting is ready for you. But first of all, you need to go to the material preview. As you can see, the color layer part of the Sculpt Pro Pie add-on is empty and we are creating the first layer. After that, we are going to record this layer. As you can see, the Sculpt Pro Pie color layers part of the Sculpt Pro Pie add-on is created. Let's go down and start painting. There is an opacity part here. You can adjust how much this layer looks from that opacity. Let's create a second layer. Press plus and press Sculpt Pro Pie add-on. You can change these names in a very small way. For example, the name of our layer is blue. The name of our second layer is green. Let's close it here. Press Sculpt Pro Pie add-on and then press Paint Brush. We can open and close the color palette part from here. If you click on the icon here, the lock palette will allow you to keep this as a tab. Let's click. Now we can move it to the top part of the Move palette. We will not be able to close it anymore. Let's choose any brush in the radial menu. Then we can continue painting. For example, let's do green here. The name of our layer is green. Let's create another layer. Base color. This is red. Let's choose this layer. I'm painting the other layer in a balanced way. I'm painting from here. Now you can open and close all of them one by one. You can change them in place. The blue layer is the same as in Photoshop right now. Let's see its name on it. There is a red on it. Let's move it down. Let's take another one. As you can see, it's under the blue. Now I'm going to choose the red layer. If I go up and down, I can't paint it as you see, because it stays under the layer. And on the right side, there are blend modes. In the blend modes, for example, green. In the normal mode, when you click on it from here, it goes to art mode. It adds two colors to each other. When we click again, it goes to multiply mode. When you combine the two colors, you can see that it creates a color. Let's turn it back to normal mode. Let's look at this part. Let me close it with this panel. What are there in this part? You can paint it very quickly here. You can choose the color and paint it. You can adjust the color of the saturation when you press X. You can change the primary, secondary color, and then you can add color to the palette from here. For example, when you press this color to the top, it adds a different color. You can add blue, red, pink, and you can change these colors later. When you click on it twice, the circle here grows. You can change the color here. If you want to erase it, I want to erase it, for example. If you press the X button twice, it will erase it there. Then you can record this palette you prepared. Self palette. When you come to the panel, let's go down in the preset section. You can see that the palette I recorded is here. You can export and import from here. You can export and import from here. You can change the name. Or you can create a palette on a picture. From image. For example, let's choose the colors here. As you can see, I have selected my palette. I have taken all the colors there. You can also record this. I can export my old palette and new palette from here. I can upload it. You can change the name from here. Palette. Let's do two, for example. First of all, you can see the palette in the app. You can go back and forth from here. Then import image palette. Yes, it's actually the same. Face painting. Face painting is a normal painting mode, friends. Box paint is drawn in this way. There is no blend in this paint section. I added this. I think it will be useful. Then you can choose the area you want with GAD. With line. In this way, you can paint the top and bottom of a line completely. The color you choose is a color. It shows where you will paint on the drawing. Then let's change our color to Polyline by clicking. When you finish the area you want, you click here. It will be completed. Since the mirror is open, it will be painted on the same side of the border. If the mirror is closed, you can paint only one side. For example, let's erase them all. Let's create a new base color. Now, the mirror is closed. Let's paint with face paintings. Let's paint here. The back side is not painted. Now let's change the metallic roughness. First of all, I will paint the whole of the object in one color. Then I will add different colors here. Let's add a different color here. Let's paint on the other side of the mirror. Let's paint on the other side of the eye. Let's paint black. Now let's look at what happens when we choose metallic. As you can see, I'm adding a new layer of metallic. This will make the light shine. Now the metallic will be painted according to the color of the black and white. As you can see, the metallic is actually a layer of white. Let's add roughness. Roughness also shows the light of the black. This is the white matte. The black and white balance is created on the bump surface. This is necessary to be under the light. This way, you can create bumps. Let's add emission. Of course, we need to be open to emission in our material. When this is thrown, the value of the band is entered as 5. You need to add a gray here in the compositing part. You should have selected the volume. You will add this yourself. Then I will add any color here. Let's see. You can use it like this. This part is called Make Gradient Color from Mask. I want to show you the name of the object. It shows the distance between the object and the object. This is the color of the object itself. Let's add a color here. Let's do it like this. Make gradient. This is the color of the outer pouch of the object. If you add more gradient, it will be thicker. If you add more, the remaining parts will be thicker. Let's do it like this. Let's create a new layer. We can add a different color. For example, we want to paint the white parts. So I point to the inverse part. Let's change the color here. Let's say this is in the colors. When I say make gradient, the inner part is painted. You can paint the inner part of the object with gradient. You can paint the outer part of the object with gradient. Color for mask should be a mask. You can choose the outer parts of the object. You can do it as real time. You can paint the outer parts of the object with gradient. The importance of vertex density is here. And we will add another color here. Let's do it like this. I will paint this color. When I say color for mask, I will paint the areas that are masked. Let's see. We made the reverse. Let's do Ctrl Z. Let's create a mask first. Let's do it again. I will paint the areas that are not masked. I will paint the color from mask. I will do clear mask again. If we do it from here, it will be applied directly. You can adjust it from the plastic part. If you do it from here, you can adjust it from here. Merge down. Merge all is added to the top layer and the bottom layer. Merge all is combined with each layer. Let's say merge all. We don't see it anymore. We have a single attribute file. You can change the character in our main color. See you in the next video.